Kurt Simmons versus Samoan Power Ryan Tauga. This is going to be quite a challenge for both men. The 6'1", 200-pound Samoan prodigy that we have here against the true and tried Swiss Rockstar. This is Dr. Bob with Garmamie, and what a matchup we have here. This is going to be quite an encounter here at SPW.
I think the Swiss Rockstar is going to be challenged by the Samoan powerhouse and his Samoan power, Dr. Bob. And we know that Samoans are powerful and strong and extremely versed in professional wrestling. And the Swiss, you know, they like watches, they like banks.
Wow,
like
what a statement. I do not condone any of this, so we apologize to our fans.
What are you talking about? They like Ricola. Is that what they call it?
Well, here we are in Swiss Power Wrestling at the Lausanne Super Cup semifinal in 2017. This is the year that both these men potentially will break out all across the world, and we've already seen Kurt Simmons travel everywhere, 8 countries, 2 continents. Could Ryan win this one and become the next breakout star here in SPW?
I think so, Dr. Bob. He's got that power, he's got that experience, and tonight is his night against the Swiss Rockstar, the alleged Swiss Rockstar.
Wow. Kurt with a big clothesline. Ryan showing he is not afraid using that size here for a big boot and go for the pin. I like that strategy. Knee down into the small of the back, into the spine. Using it to row his arms backward. You know, that height advantage that he has really gives him a little bit more momentum, a little bit more leverage, I should say, to pull back on his arms.
He's got to make it as painful as possible for the Swiss Rockstar, because we've seen him, as you mentioned before. He's extremely dynamic, extremely crafty, and dangerous. And, you know, there you go. The Swiss Rockstar is going to get clobbered by the Samoan powerhouse. Knee to the chest right there. Goes for the pin.
Almost a 3. Not that quickly, says the Swiss Rockstar. Going back to a submission-based ground offense. Oh! Pulling a little bit at the hair. Looking very proud of himself.
As he should be, Dr. Bob. He's pulling the Swiss Rockstar's hair, reminding him that he's in there with the Samoan power. Ryan, whatever his name is, Tauga.
Well, Ryan here going for the pin right after he pulls down on the hair. I don't really like that tactic, but you know, Kurt Simmons got a big bullseye with that hair. And the opponent goes over and tries to reach for it. They got a little bit of advantage. Ryan keeping his hair relatively short. Going for the pin now.
I'll tell you what, the Swiss Rockstar is going to look like the Swiss bald-headed man by the end of this match, Dr. Bob. You better believe the Samoan's going to rip his hair right out of his head.
Well, I do think the one advantage that Ryan has in this matchup is that he's seen so much tape of Kurt Simmons. Kurt Simmons obviously dominating SPW 2-time champion and has been around the block. Ryan relatively new. I think he's just shy of a little bit over 18 years old, but, you know, this man's already been training, been diligently training at SPW Academy, and I heard, rumor has it, that he's going to be traveling all over the world to train, possibly with Landstorm, possibly with the Torture Chamber. We'll see. The sky's the limit, but potential or not, you got to get it done in the ring with Kurt Simmons. Big chops and kicks. Going strike for strike.
You can't pick the Samoan up. What are you thinking, buddy? Rockstar wannabe? You see that? He just reversed that and slammed him Samoan style.
That
in
actually
Switzerland.
was very impressive. You know, we've seen a litany of amazing Samoan superstars across the history of professional wrestling, whether that be Samoans like Afa and Sika, or even more recently with Samoa Joe. Some Samoans across the world have dominated pro wrestling in different areas. We'll see if Ryan has it in him to dominate SPW.
I'll tell you what he's dominating right now. That's a Swiss Rockstar, Kurt Simmons, in Switzerland right now. He's choking him in the middle of the ring. And this Swiss banker here is going to get on his knees and beg for mercy.
You know Kurt Simmons can fight back from a disadvantage.
He just slapped the Swiss out of his mouth.
I don't think he's going to overpower strikes with Ryan Tauga, but we'll have to see. That kick might have been a little low.
What's with this referee in his friggin' bow tie? What's his problem? Is that a Swiss thing? That red bow tie. What is that?
Switzerland is a beautiful country, and I appreciate all the people. Thank you, SPW, for the opportunity.
Hey, I like the cheese. I like the Alps. I like Ricola. But, you know, the Swiss Rockstar here, I think he's going to look like a Swiss victim by the end of this match.
European uppercuts from the European. And knocks him down with a lariat. Goes for his patented super kick. It was blocked maybe too early in the matchup. Goes up for the... Oh! Samoan drop from the Samoan. Could that be all?
How poetic. How poetic. Oh, he got lucky. The Swiss Rockstar got lucky.
Maybe Ryan's inexperience showing there that was quite a lackadaisical pin, whether that it was out of exhaustion or not.
It's the ref's fault, Dr. Bob. He can't count to 3, as I mentioned before. Come on.
Super kick! Right on the money! This is all! And that is it!
You gotta be kidding me.
Kurt Simmons picks up the victory.